So basically, as you can see, they're pretty... Focus, you fuck. Hello, and welcome back to the Foxbody build. We haven't really started building yet. Today is teardown. I've already taken it upon me to take out one quarter window, and I'm going to show you how to take out the other one. So yeah, that's what's happening, I guess. So basically, you can see it's kind of cramped in here, and it's just really like 7 bolts and some gum. So I'm going to fast forward through this and see you on the other side. So as you can see, pretty fucked. The previous owner painted this car, didn't really care much. They're all weathered and cracked, and not supposed to be like that. So we're taking them out. This is worth all the bolts out. As you can see, it's not coming out. Not if you try even the hardest. There's glue that runs all the way across like this. You basically have to pry it out. What I did is I pried it out with a screwdriver, and mine didn't break. So just be gentle and patient, and you'll get it out. So I'm gonna do that now. Victory. Now, for your information, if you're ever doing this, if you want it to say Mustang, you have to find originals that are in good shape, because they don't make the ones that say Mustang anymore, apparently. I am not a Mustang guru, but in my findings, I have not found any. But they're hard to find, and these rubber seals are like one piece with the glass. You can't replace them. It's a whole pain. Like, mine, the rubbers are fucked. There's grinder, because I didn't cover them while doing grinding. It's a whole personal mistake. Full of the sparks, like the metal, so you can hear it. But yeah, I'll show you what it looks like underneath. This is what it looks like, basically. Apologize about the mess in the car. Now, the original car was white with a red interior, burgundy. The previous owner clearly didn't care. I knew the guy personally. He didn't care. This stuff, it peels off. You just take your time and it comes off. Usually isn't too much of a hassle. Wasn't for me on the other side. But you know, they do sell kits. They sell windows, and they sell just this stuff and the screws on lmr.com if you want to just do your windows again. There is a little bit of rust here. It's not too bad. The other side, there's probably that big right here. I'll show you. Okay, so that's the rust on this side. It's not too bad. It's better than I was expecting, really. There's rust all over this car, full of Bondo, full of cheese. But like I said, we're sandblasting it, so it doesn't really matter. Now, I'm gonna clean off the other side, and we'll get to do something else afterwards. Alright, so, clean off that crap. You don't want to see it. Boring shit. We are gonna take a look in this trunk, see what I have in there, because, who knows? Alright, let's see what's in here. That was anything interesting. Oh joy. Boxes, armrest thingies that are garbage. We have a motorcycle cover, and oh, another hole. We have Friends, Friends garbage, I guess. 2 stock springs, stock tail headlights, 2x4s. We have garbage. A lot of garbage. Let's see if that YouTube magic works. Shit! That's pretty cool. All jokes aside, I had to clean that out and it sucked. Anyways, back to the reality of things. This is way more fucked than I remember it. Yeah, there's rust here and here and here, and I cut a hole in the trunk because I wanted to access the fuel pump to give to a friend. It's just... Here, you can't really see. How about now? There we go. You can just see most of that is dust, but as soon as LMR gets a floor pan back in stock, I'm probably going to be ordering it because you can see in there, which you can't. I attempted to fix either side of the wheel well, and yeah, I didn't do a very good job. I'm not very proud of that, and we will be fixing that shortly. But for now, I got some taillights, a bumper, and a shitty trunk to get rid of. So yeah, let's do that. Taillights are easy. Just 2 bolts holding them on, just hand tight. Usually you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts holding it on, but I'm a dumb kid. You may be asking yourself, well, why are you getting rid of the taillights? Why are you getting rid of the bumper? Why are you getting rid of the trunk? I'll tell you. The trunk has rust underneath. Shitty paint job I just don't want to fix, and I can buy a new one for cheap. It's less to buy one than my time fixing this one. There's so many dents and crap, and I don't want to deal with it. The bumper has a rip in it. Taillights, I dropped both of them and they're cracked. All things that are... The rear bumper is going to go anyways, and the taillights, they're cheap. Like, I can't... A couple Canadian pesos and the whole rear end of the car is like mint, so why not do it, right? Bumper cover, simple. I didn't tighten the bolts either. This is the rip I am talking about. This was painted orange. I spray painted it black. Honestly, a brand new one doesn't. It's cheap. I can buy a used one that has original paint. It's cheap. It's just not worth me fixing, like bondoing, and I don't really want any Bondo on this car, honestly. Bondo's the devil. So, yeah. Either way, if I were to keep this would be chopped off because I like the saline kit or the deck kit. They're really nice. So, yeah, we'll see. Now, this is a mistake I made. See those little fin things on the bottom? This is a GT rear crash bar, not an LX. So those stick out of the bottom. This is fatter, and it just doesn't work. The bolt holes don't line up. It's a mess. Also, mine was crashed, and I didn't notice that until I got it home. It's just kind of like loosely on there right now. Just a total piece of shit. I don't know why I bought it. I don't know why I paid real money for it. But it's going to the scrapyard. So, yeah. We're going to take that off next. Fucking hate that thing. One bolt and a zip tie. Done. That's the fun part. The trunk. And all the wiring that's stuck inside it. I gotta get that out because I don't know if I can fire anymore. So, yeah. Took it out. All the wiring harness. Took out the locking system. So, when you're taking this out, there's usually two plates that screw over here that cover the lights. They just 4 screws. Mine didn't have it. Right here, holding this in, there's a rivet. You have to drill that out. You cannot get them out without drilling it out. What I did after I drilled it out is I put a screw in there. So it's not really a big deal. The harness runs across here and down here. And right underneath here, right here, there's a light. So if you're taking your harness out and you're pulling it, and it's not coming out, there's a light there. Don't do what I did. Take out the fucking light. Now, trunk comes off. I believe it's 4 8mm bolts. And that should be it for the rear end so far. Got the trunk too. Pretty simple. Be careful when you take off your trunk. When you release the bottom bolt, these sharp points will fall very hardly into your rear windshield and it could crack it. Didn't happen to me, but could happen to you. You never know. Shitty days happen. So, that's pretty much it. I got a couple more things to take off and then I'll show you the trunk. Alright, so that's pretty much what it looks like. I took the weather stripping off, I took the latch off, the wiring's just out here. Pro tip, don't drop your wiring when you have light bulbs on it, because then you have a mess to clean up, because I'm a moron. So, what do we have to deal with here? Well, hole here, bunch of rust here, another hole here, kind of thingy, hole there, hole here. I think that's fine, but you know, meh. Yeah, that's just the trunk, just in there. I guess we're going to talk about this now. It's been a prominent issue with this. It's weight savings right there. That adds the VTEC. It's also, I'm not going to point the camera down there, but there's holes that shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be able to stick your finger in there. Same with this side. You can probably see my finger through there. Oh, you can't, but you get the gist. So that has to be addressed. There's a fuck ton of rust here. This is where the license plate holders go. That's not very good, I don't think. This is supposed to be square. Yeah, this is a shit job. Got this, that, the gas tank straps are all bent because I took the gas tank out of the car. Anyways, that's just this. Let's move on to another one of my mistakes. That. Those are strips I kind of welded in and bondoed over, and then spray painted over. You can kind of see, yeah, you can kind of see the paint mismatch there. I just kind of, you know, went over it, and yeah, it's my great handiwork right there. But to be honest, it's a lot better than the previous owner. We'll get to that. But that's it for today. Nothing really interesting, but you know, hopefully there'll be more tomorrow. So hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.